So you're looking to get started in homebrewing and you don't really know what to do, where to start. You want to tell your story, your adventure. You want to do your world. How do you do it? I'm going to give you some tips. Let's go. The first thing I want to talk about is the story. You need to have something. You need to have a sandbox for your players to be in. So make some villains, make some towns, have an NPC, but don't overdo it. A lot of people just do too much. Me as a player, I'm not going to remember all the things you have. I'm probably going to remember the villain, the main town, and whoever the coolest NPC is. And probably that's all you really need to focus on. Have that story ready and all of those things listed so you know what you're doing. That's going to help you stay on track for the beginning, the middle, and the end, just like a book. The next tip is the villain. The villain should be the coolest thing you have in all of your story. The NPCs and all them will be awesome too, I'm sure, but the villain is the driving force. And to me, the villain does everything, or the group of bad people, or whatever you have going on. They do the who, what, when, where, and how. They do all that. They answer all the questions. And it's up to you to enforce that. Make your villain strong and powerful. Don't make him some punk that's just going to be one shot in 2 or 3 turns or something like that. You want them to be a driving force. Your villain doesn't need to be one person. It could be a group of people. It can be like a whole corporation, whatever you want it to be. But it needs to be good and well thought out, because this is going to lead us into the next tip. Why are we doing this? What's in it for me? Your players are going to ask this, and you need to have an answer. Whether it's money or magic items or the promise of land or a mansion or an army or paladins or whatever. You need to have the reward for your players, and it's going to have to drive them. Use their backstories or talk to them before and create the adventure around your players, which is honestly one of the best things to do, because now you know what they want to play. When you really sit down with their group, like, hey, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Let's do this. How do you feel about that? Don't drop all the hints of what's going to happen. That should always be the surprise. You are the surprise. Last part of this is the resolution. How do we solve all this? That's really up to your players, but you as the DM should have a general, like, hey, once they're done, this is going to happen. These are the repercussions of them solving this. What are the rewards? What did they get? How does this affect the people in the world around them? Your players are really going to be doing all the storytelling. You're there just to narrate. But it's a good idea to have a general broad stroke of what happens at the very end, because this could lead to them retiring their players, or depending on what level you're going for, it could lead into a brand new adventure stemming from the story that you just put down, which is awesome. If you guys are looking to support me, join the Patreon. I do not monetize my work. So if you join Patreon, you get custom artwork, NPCs, magic items, monsters, like, you have the whole sheet. You get all that stuff, brand new maps that no one else has, and you can request a lot of different things for me to give you. So hopefully it's enough bang for your buck, as they say. I just hope you guys enjoy this video and it helps somebody out there, because when I started homebrewing, I really didn't know what I was doing. I was just like, man, I'm just going to do some stuff, and my players poke holes in everything. No matter how small it is, just know when you homebrew, your players are going to do it, and that's okay. It's part of the game. But I would definitely have someone else's eyes on your work. Just have someone, your kids, your wife, your husband, whoever, just read some stuff over and be like, hey, what is this? Because your players, they're gonna find it. They're going to find the problems or the names of people or whatever. That's part of D&D. So hopefully you guys had a good time, and I'll see you later.